Today's air conditioning on this vehicle, 1982 240D, 24,000 miles. Another one in immaculate condition, just like all the other Mercedes in here, in immaculate condition. And it came in beautifully steamed wash, which removed all my evidence of oil stains to go by. This system does have dye in it. See, I got my light there. And oh, you can't see it now, but the first thing I do a visual on the vehicle, pop the caps off, and I noticed there was dye inside the thread, so I know somebody touched it before and looked for oil. This has the old Pancake R4 compressor, notorious for the case seals to dry up and get hard and leak at the case seal. So after doing a above the ground visual, then it was time to do underneath the car visual. Good thing about these old cars is going underneath is very easy. What do you see? So there's some glowing underneath the sticker, but they steam cleaned it so good. There's no dye, there's no oil residue, there's nothing anywhere on the case. Usually at the case seal here and the case seal at the back would be a leak. The dye sticker is pretty clean, except where some of the refrigerant oil went down underneath. It was sitting and it started eating up. It started eating underneath the sticker, and it would go and eat up the adhesive, and it would actually blend and mend with the adhesive, and there would be a wicking action, and UV dye would crawl underneath the sticker. So even after being thoroughly cleaned with solvent and degreasers and everything like that, the sticker preserved the dye. Clued me into there was a lot of oil leak, and it's original. You see this little rubber thing here? They used to, I don't know why they did. I think somebody explained it to me one time about 30 years ago, but I forgot what it was. But they would put the rubber O-ring right here when they would put the cases together, and this is how you told whether they were original compressors, because it had a big O-ring underneath the clamp when they put it all together. But I have this under 150. Now this is a static test. Static tests don't always work, but it's better to find it easily under a static test without going through any work than hooking up your machine and putting refrigerant in or anything like that, if it's going to be a very big, easy to find leak. I'm going to hit this with soap bubbles. I'll probably take it up to 170 psi, and that is the absolute max. These cases vibrate and pulsate, and they actually flex. When the pistons are opposing pistons, they're radio 5, like an airplane engine, and this case literally flexes in and out, in and out. And when these case O-rings get hard and crispy, they do not flex with the case. So the O-rings stay where they are, but the case opens, separates, and releases refrigerant. That's the pattern problem with these old guys. So, as you can see, I did this for your benefit, basically, so you can see pressure. I'm also performing a pressure decay test, and it has been, oh, I thought I hit I thought I hit it. Naughty me. I did not have any issues here. Okay, well, it's down from 151 psi to 147. So I am definitely losing some refrigerant somewhere. And so that is why I'm gonna hit it, go around, look for it here. Before going through the process, if I still can't find it, then I'll put refrigerant in the system. But basically, I would just jump right to this one hose, go into the system, pressurize it up, and I could have, instead of using gauges, I would use one of these, pressure transducer. You don't need all the big gauges and everything like that. Physically check your fan's operation, all your connectors and everything, your wiring. 24,000 miles, so I don't really worry about it. Hasn't been molested too much, other than I know somebody did the air conditioning before because of the dye. So let's see what the next video reveals when I hopefully find the leak. 24,000 miles.